exactly what points are being made without the other gender being present. The goal is to get a clear understanding on how each other thinks.
Because a lot of the stuff that they were saying is stuff that people think but don't say.
I felt like it was some stuff that I learned, and it was also some stuff that I was able to share that I have done.
Men put women into categories. She's the wife, she's the girlfriend, she's the lover, whatever. And he's doing that by testing you to see how far he can go.
You don't have to be looking for your forever husband before you have even found yourself. Before you get to looking for him, look for you.
Thank you so much for creating this platform for us to be able to have a voice. So thank you.
What's going on, people? All right. I want to welcome all of you to another edition of the What Women Think series here on the Talk to Q radio show. My name is Quincy, and this is my show. And I will be the moderator for this particular series. The purpose of the Talk to Q radio show is not to force you to think a certain way, but to encourage you to think for yourself. You can do so by listening to the perspective of others and expanding your thought process. Even if you don't agree, you still need to consider what's being said if you want to be a completely informed individual. Now, on this episode, we will be discussing the lover's holiday known as Valentine's Day. Now, as a man, I look at Valentine's Day a certain way. What are the views of women and how they see Cupid Day? I'll ask some questions and I'll find out so we guys can get the 411 on what Valentine's Day means to the ladies. Now, joining me to provide these answers are three women. Two of them my regular followers will be familiar with. One is a new face to add to the mix. So let me go to the virtual studio first, to the Pelican State of Louisiana, and welcome on Erica of the Dope Discussions with Erica podcast. Erica, what's going on?
Nothing much, Q. How are you?
I am doing well.
Glad
Always
to be back.
Great to have you on. So let me go back to the virtual phone lines and go to the golden state of California to welcome back Miss Kiah Mims to the Talk to Q radio show. Kiah, what it do?
Hello. Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Hey, Kiah.
Hi.
All right. And making her T2Q debut from the Magnolia State of Mississippi, which is also my home state. Please welcome Christina to the Talk to Q radio show. Christina, how's it going?
It's good. How's everybody doing?
Hey, Christina.
Hey.
Glad to be here.
So this show is airing on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. So you can participate in the discussion if you like, for people listening, via comments. And please like my Talk to Q Facebook page while you're there. If you're viewing on YouTube, then click subscribe, and I would definitely appreciate it. And for my podcast junkies out there who are listening via audio, I definitely love a review from you. Feedback can be done on most podcasting apps, or you can just email me at talktoqnow@gmail.com to give your feedback that way. All right. So let's get to it. Valentine's Day means something completely different to men than it does to women. So I need you all to give the men the scoop so we can do a better job of making our women happy on 2/14. So we'll start here first, though. Men tend to look at Valentine's Day as a second birthday for women. I mean, we know that we're supposed to use the day to focus on intimacy and closeness, but a lot of us think that it's also an obligation to make her look good in front of her friends and coworkers as well. Because you don't send flowers to her job if you want to. Wait and see what happens if you do that. And I'm sure there are a lot of guys who are thankful that ladies are working from home for Valentine's Day this year. At least a lot of them are, as opposed to previous years. However, that's kind of our mindset towards the holiday. So, Erica, I'll start with you first. Be real. Is Valentine's Day a holiday for women? I mean, do you feel like it's your queen for a day type of holiday for you?
For me particularly, I've never really been big on Valentine's Day, because the men in my life have not been the kind of men who put a lot of thought into it. They just go into Walgreens, get some candy, get a teddy bear, and bring it home. I'm like, millions of women all over the world have this same teddy bear and this same candy. And really, you didn't put no thought into it, because if you did, you would know I don't even like teddy bears. So it's not a big day for me.
Mm-mm. Well, Kiah, what do you think about it? Is Valentine's Day just a holiday for women? I can't hear you.
Oh,
There you go.
there I am. How's it
All
going?
right.
No, it is supposed to be for the lovers, of course. I love that. California, no doubt about it. That's cute. But absolutely, it's supposed to be for the lovers. And funny enough, my little brother's birthday is also on Valentine's Day, so I have always celebrated him on his day of birth. And as far as like lovers, though, I feel like you're supposed to just do something sweet to celebrate the love between the two of you. It's supposed to be sweet.
All right. All right. So, Christina, I mean, what do you think about Valentine's Day? Is it just a holiday for the ladies, or do you think the guys are included as well?
I've never been one to think that is a woman's holiday. Like, I know that my grandfather used to come in and he would make sure that his ladies were taken care of with their box of candy and their roses. But me, I've always been the person to try to find something that he liked. I'll be snooping around asking questions like, "What's your favorite color? What you like in this?" Like, that's always been my thought on it. And then I was introduced at 16 to the holiday. I think it's in October, the sweetest day. And somebody told me, they was like, "That's the Valentine's Day for men." But my thought process, Valentine's Day is for everybody. Everyone should be appreciated at some point. I think of it as a anniversary for love, period.
Anniversary for love. I like that. I like that. All right. So, let's talk about expectations. Your level of expectation may depend on how long you've been in a relationship with someone. So, Kiah, let's say you've been in a relationship with someone for about 3 to 6 months. What are your expectations of him when it comes to what he does for you on Valentine's Day?
Oh, man, it's so funny because this is kind of my situation now. I honestly do not have any expectations. I always just kind of forget. I usually work. This will be like the first year I'm not working on Valentine's Day in a long time. So, I mean, just appreciation, I would say, like a small token, something sweet. If I've been with you 3 to 6 months, I could say like cute little chocolate. You figure out what type of candies I like because it's new, it's fresh. Now, if you want to go above and beyond, by all means, do your thing. But as far as what I would expect, I mean, honestly, not very much. I would just be so appreciative that someone thought of me, 3 to 6 months in, that they want to get me something very sweet. So,
All right. And Christina, what if you've been in a relationship for over a year? Do the expectations change?
Mm, for me, I'm not going to speak for everyone, but for me, not really. I am a sentimental person. My love language is words of affirmation followed by acts of service. So if you can remember, some things over the course of the year that I may have mentioned, and do something a little sweet, that means the most to me.
All right. Well, Erica, what if you're married? I mean, are expectations lower because you can only do so much for the same person year after year? Or does it get higher because you expect more creativity to be involved since he now knows everything that makes you tick?
I think it just depends on that couple and what they've agreed upon in their marriage. Is Valentine's a big day to you all every year? If it's not, then no big deal. But I do think it should come with some kind of thought. If you've been with somebody that long period of time, you should know what they like and do a little surprise. For me, things like planning a night out, planning a trip, cooking me dinner, experiences are
A
more important to
vacation.
me than actually buying me something.
Okay. So, Christina, let me go back to you for a second. How do you
Mhm.
feel about non-personal gifts? You know, what if he gives you cash or a gift card? How do you feel about that?
I think the presentation matters the most. Don't just hand me like, here you go. You know, do something creative with it. You know, you could write a card, something. Like I said, my love language is words of affirmation. So write me that nice little card, a poem, or something to go with it. I'll take the cash.
What about you, Erica?
I'll take the cash, but like she said, it's the thought that counts. I would rather him put some thought behind it. Think of something that, I've mentioned over the, years or whatever, something that I really like that I had forgot about and I didn't even know that he noticed it. Something
Hmm.
like that would get to my heart. But just handing me some money, I'm gonna end up probably spending it back on him or back into the household anyway. So it wasn't really for me.
All right. And Kiah, doesn't matter to you if he gives you some money on Valentine's Day and say,
I
go
first
shop
wanted
or
to
whatever
tell
it may
you,
be.
cash is absolutely a personal gift. I don't know what you mean by impersonal. Being a personalized cash.
Yes, cash. It's
Um,
important.
let's see. I have never even contemplated somebody giving me cash as like just straight cash as a gift, to be honest. But sure, I think at the age I'm at right now, I'm a little more mature. That if someone were to give that to me, I would put it to something like very useful to me, my own self. But I mean, it's Valentine's Day. I agree. Put a little bit of like, can you put it in my chocolate, like something? Can you, I don't know, put
Right.
it in the roses all cute? Can you hook me up with an origami little swan with the $100 bills? I don't know.
Yeah, like a
Something
money
cute.
bouquet or something.
Yes, a money
Right.
bouquet, something cute, or just put it in a purse. I don't know, anything cute. Give me a new wallet with the money inside of it. That's always
Or
cute
put
too.
it inside your G string and do a dance or something.
Okay, tell me that you wanted a little dance for the night, and we can have a good time. I'm saying
Hey,
that's how you make it fun and exciting. Exactly, you keep the love alive.
that's a
Exactly,
memory tied to that money.
exactly. It's memory money.
All right. Guys, I hope you're paying attention.
They're like, oh, that's what we have to do.
Right.
Oh.
Okay, so Erica, I think you may have mentioned this. It's kind of the thought that counts. So one of you mentioned that it's truly the thought that counts. And so, with that being said, can a man spend little to nothing on you on Valentine's Day and still satisfy you? And if so, what ideas come to mind? Because I may need to write some down.
um, Romantic walk in the park. Set up like a table out by the lake, picnic basket, just me and you, the wind blowing through our hair, and we just chilling. I don't need a whole lot of money spent on me. I mean, especially if we're together in a relationship, married, our money is our money anyway.
Okay. Kaya, what do you think? I mean, can he spend little to nothing and you still be satisfied?
2000%. It's always like in the creative ideas. I mean, there's a whole app called Pinterest where you can be like free Valentine's Day date ideas, and it's like the whole engine just gives you idea after idea. Just saying, don't use the first four because everybody's going for those. But I don't know, like if you really were like a person struggling with cash and they want to think about something like nice, you can do coupon books where you think of like really sweet things that they like a foot rub, or you want to draw their bath for them, or like just different things. If you don't have maybe a ton of cash at your disposal to buy something, you can always put stuff together like that. And like she said, romantic walks at the park, ice cream dates, like there's stuff you can do.
Okay. Christina, you agree?
I do. Like I said, it's the thought that counts. The coupon book that she just mentioned, I actually just gifted that for Christmas. So that is definitely a good idea. Pay attention to that. Lets me know that you're paying attention to the things that I have been enjoying or want to do. If you're looking for something inexpensive, Groupon is my best friend. Groupon and Living Social are my best friends. You can always find something. I'm a at-home girl, so set me up a movie night in the backyard or something, like the tents. I saw one. It was a truck. They had in the back of the truck. You set your pillows. Everything looks nice. I do own a big white screen, so we can do movies with the projector for Valentine's Day.
Yes, I like that.
That
You
literal
all are pretty
Netflix and chill.
Right.
All right, so I guess one of the biggest problems that a lot of women have with guys on Valentine's Day is that you don't feel like we truly prepare and think things through. I mean, Kiah, is that an issue for you? How guys approach Valentine's Day?
Yes, to some degree in the past it has been. Not to say that I've ever been like a Cruella de Vil about it in the first place. You know what I mean? Like I've been like, whatever, we'll da 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 da. But I will say recently is a person that like made reservations like a month in advance for a place, and it like touched me because I was like, man, you really like thought about me that far in advance to take me out, and you put a reservation in. Like it made my day. Like just the thought that they took that much foresight into our relationship and made sure that we had something to do, because I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, oh, you made reservations? Oh, dang, okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, brownie points.
All right, so Christina, what about you? Do you think guys need to do a better job of kind of doing things in advance?
Yeah, I do. I not to pinpoint anybody or put anybody down. It's just women do think a little bit differently. We are detail oriented, so I am the ultimate planner. My friends, my exes have been witness to it. When I plan, I go all out. So it would be nice, if it was reciprocated. One day, just something small. You think it out from beginning to end. It would be so nice.
And here's a good tip for you guys watching. If you're planning to buy your woman some jewelry, make sure you take her to the jewelry store and get an idea of the kind of stuff she like. Just don't go buy anything, because I've had some bad jewelry gifts and I just had to grin and bear it.
Thanks.
Let me tell y'all this story. I had one of my exes one year, he bought me a ring that said sexy on it. And
hold on,
wow.
Were you a grown woman?
I was a grown woman. He was a grown man. And I was working at the bank as a teller. So people are going to see my hands all day. Wow. And I'm like, so I used to wear the ring backwards when I was at work because I didn't want people seeing the word sexy on my finger.
That was supposed to be for the nightcaps. That
right.
ring was supposed to be for the nightcap only.
Hey, but it's better than a Walgreens bear. I'm just saying.
I had one of those too.
All right. So Erica, let me ask you this. All right, since it's not necessarily a holiday for women, what should women do for men on Valentine's Day? I mean, what's a good gift for a man you're in a long-term relationship with?
Well, I don't really think it's just a woman's gift, because when I used to work at Walmart, women used to come in there and buy a whole bunch of stuff for men. They used to buy like the silk boxers, wine, aftershave, the body washes and stuff like that.
Liquor.
Yep. Liquor. And we used to even have this machine where you could pick out the gifts that you wanted for your man, and we would put it in this like machine that blows up this balloon. You put the gifts in there and then you tie it up and you decorate it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And more women were buying those than men were.
I mean, Kiah, what do you think? You think it's okay to, get a man a gift? And if so, what's a good gift for a man on Valentine's Day?
I feel like you just got to know your partner 1,000%. I mean, for me at least, so in my past relationship, I'll use that as an example because I haven't had a new Valentine's Day yet since. But I remember like he was younger than me, but he loved basketball. I bought him one of those like personalized basketball hoops, and I know like a small one. I know people probably would make a joke out of it. He still has it. It's like one of his most favorite things to use, and it was so like I think it was like $20. I was just like, this will be funny with some chocolate and this, and I just knew he would think it was funny, and he did. Like I try to find little funny things or just things I know that my personal partner might like. It doesn't always have to be like lovey or sexy. Sometimes it can just be something that they want, you know.
You talking about one of the little hoops that you put like above your door or something?
Yes.
I always wanted one of those for the office, but I'd never get anything done.
That is exactly what happened. And I bought extra basketballs. Like I bought like the extra ones from everywhere.
Yeah, you're a good girlfriend.
Christina,
what about you?
Well, I agree. I like that idea because I actually bought my ex's son the same thing for his birthday, and he loves it. He loves it. But some good ideas. Just think outside the box. Of course, like she said, know your partner. Men like sweet gifts too. Teddy bears. I know that is one of the cliche ones, but some of them will appreciate a good teddy bear. For my ex, I bought him. He likes the Cowboys, so it's everything Cowboys. I bought him. Hey, my mom's a Cowboys fan too, so I am a Cowboy fan by default. So
that's what's up.
So I bought him a blanket, like the little throw that has the Cowboys on it. And he, like, of course, when you are watching your sports, you like your beers. I bought him the little beer covers that actually had the Cowboys on it. There are plenty of creative people out here. So I know that gift baskets and boxes will do. I just saw one girl, she calls it the ice box or something like that. It was some glass box, ice box, and it's a big 11 by 17 box, and she fit some jewelry in it, handmade jewelry, pillows, blank, the bears, the wine, different things, whatever you would want to include into it. Just think outside the box.
Hit up your black
or inside the box.
Inside the box. And another good idea, take your man to the sex store and buy him a blow-up doll.
Yes. Or let him pick out something for you. Let him pick out something for you to play with. Like, seriously.
A blow-up doll.
It'd be funny.
Why?
I'd buy it for him.
Why?
Yeah.
So you can have some days off.
That's the threesome y'all all wanted.
That's the only threesome he gonna get.
That's a different type of entanglement.
I'm putting Erica in timeout on me for that one. I'm putting her in timeout. All right, she's doing the most right now. She's doing the most right now.
Yes.
It's a good idea. Go to maybe not the blow up doll, but at least to go to the sex store and let him pick out a little something, a little toy,
little something,
a little something,
Well, for all the women who don't do a lot for their man on Valentine's Day, or if you don't do anything at all, then Google 314 holiday. Google that and make sure that you treat your man accordingly. And I'll leave it at that. I would just leave it at that.
Hey, look this up right quick.
Yeah. Google that. 314 holiday.
I kind of feel like I might know what that holiday is.
I think I know what it is. I think I heard of it before.
It's a backup lovers holiday.
Let's see.
All right. So while Erica's looking that up, do you women ever feel pressured into sex on Valentine's Day? Do you look at it as an obligation, or is it something that you want to do because you're in the Valentine's Day spirit? Kind of like, I guess people have the Christmas spirit. And Kiah, I'll start with you on
that. No, I've never felt actually obligated. That would be kind of corny, but I definitely feel like I'm in the spirit of it for sure, because it's Valentine's Day, it's exciting. But I mean, that's all on how your partner is. I'm just gonna say that now. If your partner acting a fool on Valentine's Day, it is what it is. You get the mood you get at that point. But supposed to be a day for fun, so try to make it fun. And usually I'm in the giving and receiving spirit, so why not?
Christina, what about you? I mean, do you feel pressured to do the horizontal mambo just because it's Valentine's Day?
I think it depends. It's dependent on your relationship. Whether it is a healthy relationship, then that becomes the norm. So you should already be in the spirit, since I said it's like an anniversary date. That's what it's supposed to be like. And it doesn't even have to really involve, if you're not, I guess, on the level 10 of the sexual spectrum. It's just the intimacy and the closeness that you're supposed to have with your partner, is based on the bond that you all have created.
Okay. And Erica, what's your opinion? Because it's Valentine's Day, is it guaranteed that it's going to be some good love and body rock and not? I mean, is that going on?
Yeah, don't get it twisted. Don't act. It ain't no obligation. We looking forward to this. We planning for this. We bought new underwear and panties and lingerie. we done set the mood. This is a production we doing tonight.
That's what it's made for.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Ready.
I can rock with that.
Is sex a gift? Is that a gift?
It's part of the gift. You always want to do a little extra something special that you don't usually do.
Look, it's
on that night.
The packaging and presentation.
Yes.
Yes. There we go.
Okay, so in other words, something that might require that you may have to use some icy hot in the morning or something like that.
Yeah.
Kind of rub that cramp out of that hamstring. I
call in the next day, sick or something.
Okay. All right, so we'll get ready to wrap things up. I do have another question, and it's kind of an important one. We've heard the song, "What Do the Lonely Do at Christmas?" It's my favorite holiday song. There are certain holidays that put people in their feelings because they see others out celebrating with someone when they don't have anyone themselves. So what do the lonely do on Valentine's Day? And Christina, I'll start with you. How would being single on a lover's holiday make you feel personally?
I've been teased and asked about this question with my ex. My mom was getting ready for one of her dates one Valentine's Day. He was like, "Oh, you don't have anybody?" And I'm like, shut up. But no, it feels like a normal day to me. I'm not gonna be salty because somebody else is getting a groove back or whatever. I'm gonna celebrate myself, and that's what I've been doing a lot lately. It's about that self-love. So hey, I'll take myself out on a date.
Okay. Erica, what do the lonely do on Valentine's Day?
When I used to be lonely, I would just go hang out with my friends, go out to eat, go drink, and talk about the no good men we glad we ain't with, but kind of wish we still had them.
You should be honest. I can appreciate the honesty.
But now this is just another day for me. I'm happy for people who are in love and have somebody, and I'm not. I don't feel lonely. I don't feel left out. It's what it is.
All right. And Kiah, how do you feel about it? I mean, and do women put pressure on other women because they're single?
No. I mean, I don't think so. Not in my experience. But I feel like as far as what the lonely do on Valentine's Day, in my past, ever since I was 5, it's been little brother's birthday. So it's always been the like default, no matter what, it's his day. So I never really thought about it if I didn't have people, because it's such a day filled with love at our house. So it was just kind of like, all right. But then past that, when I've had friends and just getting older, I'm 30 now. I would say like I try if I had like a group of me and my girlfriends were like all single together, or if you and your girlfriends are all single together, all of you have like a little Valentine's party with the three of you, or take yourself out, like she said, on a self date, or like celebrate self love or the love you gain for yourself. Sometimes, you know, when you're single for a while, it's about loving on yourself for a bit. So treating yourself to $100 bottle of wine and some chocolate sometimes. Who knows? Do something good for you. That's how I see it. And also what Erica said, I thought that was really awesome too. But just celebrating other really happy people, because love is like, where would we be without the inspiration of a lot of like beautiful couples and love? So we should celebrate that too, and not be bitter Bettys, sour Sallys.
Sour Sally's too, huh?
All right. Well, look, ladies, I appreciate this. And for the people who may be joining late, I want you all to introduce yourselves. Tell my listeners and my viewers what you do and where you can be found. And Erica, I will start with you.
My name is Erica Warren, and I'm a host of a podcast called Dope Discussions with Erica. You can follow our Instagram page or our Facebook page and catch our live show every Sunday at 6:30 Central Standard Time. I'm also an author. I have a new book out now. It's called Dear Single Mom, and it's an anthology about single mothers sharing their struggles and what they've overcome to inspire other single mothers out there. And I am also a virtual women's life coach. I coach women in the self-love, life purpose, breakup recovery, and my favorite, dating. So if you are looking for a life coach in one of those areas, you can reach out to me on Coach E's Life Coaching Services. That's my Facebook page. And I also have an Instagram, and that is Coach_E Virtual.
All right. And Kiah, I will go to you next. Let the people know what Miss Von Kiah is all about.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kiah, or Von Kiah, as you see over here, of course. I host the Eyes Wide Open podcast, where I hit on topics from spirituality and healing all the way to astrology and crystal work and tarot. You can find my podcast on Anchor and Apple and Spotify, Pandora and iHeart, and a million other places where podcasts are available. You can also find my podcast on YouTube. And on my YouTube channel, I post collective tarot reads for different zodiac signs. And then if you are curious about a personal tarot reading, you can also hit me up regarding that. And you can find me on Instagram, and that's at Von Kiah, or you can find me on Twitter, and that is at Von Kiah M. So just follow me there, and I will come in and read your life away.
All right. I appreciate that, ma'am. So now I will go to Christina. And Christina, let the people know what you do.
Hey, you guys. I am Christina. I am a content creator and one half of the Check In, Check Out podcast. We are your destination for virtual town hall meetings where we discuss social issues and injustices unapologetically. We just want to reintroduce to the world the mindset of being mindful, checking in to life before you check out. You can find us on Twitter at CICO Awareness or Facebook at check-in-check out. Like I stated, I'm also a content creator. So if you want some unfiltered content and music, head over to YouTube and check me out at Kaylee the Boss. That's KAI 'LEA the Boss.
All right, boss lady.
Yes.
Okay. And hey, Shamira. Okay. So let me get your final thoughts and we'll wrap this thing up. And Erica, I'll start with you. Just your final thoughts on the show and Valentine's Day for women and blah, blah, blah.
My final thoughts. This was a great show. Quincy, thank you so much for inviting me again. Valentine's Day is for the lovers. It's to celebrate love. There's no need for single people out there to feel left out, because we should have plenty enough self-love to go around to pour back into ourselves. Have fun with the Valentine's Day. Be thoughtful, put some thought into it. Men out there, really pay attention to your women and put some thought into those things. Don't go to Walgreens and get them old ugly bears and that old nasty candy. But have some fun with it and create some memories, you know. So it's the day of love, and just celebrate love.
Okay. So in other words, fellas, avoid candy corn. Okay.
Oh! Please avoid that.
All right. Miss Kiah, give your final thoughts, please.
Okay. Of course. Thank you so much for having me back on the show, Q. You are such a fantastic host and creator yourself. But to everyone out there, make sure that you show love on Valentine's Day. Remember, the reason for the season is to give love. Don't have to be somebody's intimate partner to share love with them. Pick a random person and just tell them something you love about them. Make sure you buy a random person a cup of coffee. Just do things out of love all day. And if you are giving something to that special someone, make sure that it is coming straight from the heart, something very sweet and sentimental. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, ma'am. And shut it down for me with your final thoughts.
Well, I thank you for allowing me to be here and share this space with such beautiful women and your handsome self as well. So I just want everybody to remember to just be authentic. It doesn't have to be over the top. Everyone isn't a materialistic person. Just show that you care by, what you've been mindful of and what you have learned about the people that you care about. It's about love.
All right. Sounds good enough to me. And so, well, thank you so much, ladies. And to the Q Live crew out there, be sure to check out the What Men Think About Valentine's Day show coming on Tuesday, February the 9th at 8 p.m. Central Time. I'll be back on Facebook and YouTube Live with 4 guys to answer some of the same questions presented tonight, but from their perspectives. So be sure to check that out. Ladies, I want to thank you all for taking time to join the show, and I thank you all for opening your hearts and sharing your thoughts on women and how you view Valentine's Day. I think these shows are needed as they allow you to hear the perspective of one gender without the other interrupting. And that's why I created this platform, to give women an opportunity to truly speak their minds without being challenged by men. Everything that was said here today needs to be respected and evaluated. And this What Women Think series will be back on the Talk to Q radio show in the future with more guests and more topics. And if you wish to join me, then inbox me or email me at talktoq@gmail.com. Okay, excuse me, talktoqnow@gmail.com, because I want to give my listeners a leg up on life, because when you know better, you do better. So please pay attention to what's being said, because you may recognize it when you see it in reality, and doing so may help prevent future struggles. All right, so on behalf of my guests, Erica, Kiah, Christina, I want to say that you've been listening to the Talk to Q radio show. No experts, just opinions. And we'll see you next time. And ladies, I would like for you to hang on for a little bit before I let you go.
Do you love movies? Then subscribe to the Movie Buffer YouTube channel to get honest and insightful movie reviews along with interesting facts about the films. Join this interactive community where comments are welcome. Reviews on current, classic, and hidden gems are posted weekly. See you on the Movie Buffer.